And welcome back to the lair. I'm Sulk.
I'm Hulk.
And we're here to bring you something really special. This is not just something for us to build, but it's also going to Crash City. What we have is made famous from Initial D, the 86 Treno.
And the Tofu shop.
These both kits are both made by Cada, and we are going to decide live on camera who gets what.
Alright then.
Alright. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock always wins, and I got the Treno.
Coffee shop. Oh, like Sulk said, these are Cada pieces. They are licensed by Initial D, so they are proper. Okay. And true to the anime, you have the Treno with the writing on the side. That also corresponds with writing these two characters here and these two characters up here. We can't read this, but we can do our best to match the symbols.
Yeah, all we know, again, true to the anime, true to the manga. So, let's start with these kit here. This kit is number C61024 with 1,324 pieces, rated for 8+.
My kit is C61031 with 1,908 pieces, also rated for 8+, but as we know,
That's
these
a lie.
ratings, all they tell us is how small your hands gotta be.
Alright, can't wait to get started, and let's get into it.
Yes.
So, let's get into this box first. So, at the very front of it, you have the A86 in all its glory. And you see in the background, has a little bit of manga, well, I guess, trees in it. So, it does show a little bit streaking here. So, you can tell it's in the middle of a drift. On the side here, you have Takumi. Just, I guess that's what is this the shirt he always wears?
I don't know, but that's his very nonchalant stance.
Yeah, well, there you have it here.
No emotion, doesn't really know what's going on, kind of half asleep.
Not trying to insinuate anything, but alright.
High on tofu.
Alright, so again, licensed Initial D product. So that's the front of the box here. On the side, well, at the top of it, you have a nice picture of the actual car itself in real life.
Clean.
Yes, love the car. On this side here, you got the 1-to-1 ratio of the tire, or what it looks like, and another picture of Takumi here standing in front of his car. So you're probably straight from the manga. On the flip side, you have the dimensions of the car. So it is 32.2 centimeters by 10.7 centimeters. On the back, you have even more goodies. Again, licensed, full initial D stuff. Here's the car with the headlights down, and on the other side of it, so you don't see the Tofu sticker, or the Tofu shop sticker. Looks like a lot of detail is here, because you can see pictures of the chassis, the trunks and the doors open up. There's also taillights flip up, or the headlights flip up, I mean. A nice picture of the engine, which looks really, really clean, and a picture of the interior. So, no other way to describe this. Again, I hope it looks, when it's completed, as good as this is trying to hype me up for.
Alright, now for me, we've got the tofu shop itself. As far as I can tell, exactly the same as in the manga, but most of the time in the animation, it is dark, so it's a little brighter than I imagined. We have on the side the dimensions as well. We're looking at 25.6 centimeters by 19.2 centimeters tall. On the other side, we have Takumi standing in front of the shop and his car. And at the back, we have a little detail of what's to come. It does look like it is a modular building.
Huh.
And it does look like the back opens up. From these still shots here, just like the vehicle, it does look like they go quite into detail into what is inside the shop. This may be a little misleading. Looks like there's a Treno that comes with the box, but I don't think so, because this is in red, whereas nothing else is. And I'm assuming that means it's kit C55014. So I don't think that corresponds with his, because if it did, at his size of the vehicle, this shop would be going through the roof, which I don't think is the case. So I'm probably not going to see that.
Yeah. Hey, we've been disappointed, but you never know.
Here's the hoping. But aside from that, looks like a very clean kit. Let's crack them open and find out what we're dealing with.
Show yours. Let's just stop things off right here because we normally just crack everything open, but
Yeah, because this is not what we normally
I
see.
know this is like look
Amazing. We normally have to decide what we're going to do with the boxes.
Yeah.
Once we're done with the pieces. And a lot of times we either disassemble them and throw them away if we have doubles, or we kind of put them to the side, not really knowing what we're going to do with these. I don't know about you guys, but if
These
you
are
guys,
nice.
yeah, if you guys
These
are
are
going to throw
nice.
these away, I am going to keep these.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Good thing again, labeled box 2 and box 1 on mine. Probably yours same thing.
Oh, yes. Box 1 and
Box 2. All right, so let's crack
this
these
is
open.
great. This is great. Can't wait to drift and dashing.
No. You're making a run in the 90s?
What? That's 2. Ooh. You only open box 1, right?
Yeah. Well, I just poked it, peeked into box 2 to see what's inside it.
Four books.
Wow.
Mine goes straight into the building. I think yours has a couple mango pieces, right?
Yep.
Nice. Okay.
All right, you want to go into yours first?
Yep.
Some pages.
Right?
One second. So I guess let's get yours out of the way first.
Sure. So mine in box 1 comes with 4 books of instructions. Now they're not that thick, so I'm kind of worried. Not really, but we'll see.
What type of base plate do you come with?
Some small.
All right, so I guess we gotta put on a Mills plate then.
Yeah.
So,
It's got seven flat pieces here.
yeah.
I don't think anything else. Comes with a sticker sheet. Wonderful.
Right.
Wonderful. And I think mine goes, yes. It's got a little bit of illustration. The 2 pictures that we saw on the box. And it just jumps straight into the building itself. Now, this one's got 63 pages, so I'm assuming it's kind of similar all the way through.
Well, again, the last one actually continues. So I just noticed on my instruction booklet, it goes all the way.
Oh, wonderful. So, it looks like box 1 comes with 236 pages.
No. Actually, if it's like mine, this is all the instruction booklets for your entire build.
Oh, I haven't opened the second box,
Oh,
so
okay.
maybe that's it.
Yeah, I got a little bit curious, so I peeked in the second box. So it's just more bags. But what I love about this, so again, it goes back to the actual cover art of the actual box, and when you go peek through it, it shows a lot of artwork of the main characters and what they drive. So again, it's just something they didn't need to add, but like, damn, like it looks so nice. All the different the main character cars.
Oh.
Oh. And then it goes into the rest of the instructions. So it's just something really nice that they didn't actually have to put it in there, but they did. So it separates into, looks like 6 different parts of the car. you could change the spoiler on it, so that's pretty cool. And I did notice in this back of this book here is that you can add a remote. I forgot to talk about that on the box. You can add a remote control kit that you can purchase separately. We didn't know that, so we obviously didn't purchase it. But you can put the LEDs in it, and you can actually make the car roll back and forth. So that is pretty cool. But we decided not to pick that up because it's going to just be a showpiece. Mm-hmm. All right, last thing I want to do is crash this bad boy because it's nice.
Yeah, don't spill your tofu. No, was it water?
No, it's tofu.
No, the cup.
Oh right, you had the tofu in the back too.
Yes.
All
yeah,
right.
don't spill your water.
Yeah. So comes with 109 pages of instructions. So yeah.
Can't wait to get started.
So here is the finished Treno, and the first thing I gotta say is this was an extremely high quality build. There's nothing bad I could say about this thing. So let's get into the close-ups. On the side here, it uses all clear vinyl stickers, and you can see the actual Tofu shop sticker here, and it uses a door handle sticker. Doors actually open and close fully. I'll get into that a little bit later, but I just want to show it to you right now. On the back of it, again, you can see how it covers up all the nubs and anything on the actual quarter panel. And so it does an amazing job of just covering up everything. On the back, has more vinyl stickers. It shows the license plate, the Treno sticker, and the Apex Twin Cam Inline 6 sticker. The spoiler does kind of move up and down, or actually the trunk moves up and down a little bit. And these all use clear tile pieces to do the taillights. Other side is pretty much the same as the previous one, but again, no sticker on it. And moving to the front of the car, you see another Treno sticker, license plate, and you see the fog lights. And it's, again, a very clean hood. And now what we're going to do is actually pop open the hood. Oh, actually before I mention that, it does come with pop-up headlights. And they do kind of stay up. But again, there's the rubber band in there that may or may not have worn down. So it's a little bit finicky right now. So we pop open the hood. It actually does come with a prop rod to hold it up. But since we are doing a little close-ups, it's easier just to pop it off its hinges. Should be easier to pop off the hinges. And get a very good look at the engine. All these are clear vinyl stickers. So you don't see any of the lines or where the sticker ends, and does a very good of immersing, a good job of immersion on the actual piece itself. So you have oil cap stickers, Toyota stickers, and the twin cam i6 stickers. This is actually the gearing mechanism for the headlights, and you can kind of see the rubber band in there, and it does sometimes fall off. So it's actually not the best system, but can't really complain. Going to the hood of the car, so we're going to pop out the hood and the headlight to get a good look inside it. This can easily just pop off here. Oh, shoot. Yeah, that actually just pops out the back like that. And you get a good look inside the car. So let's turn this around. So it comes with an e-brake, a shifter, and a steering wheel that actually turns to the front linkages itself. And you look closely, has a cup of water. That's pretty much a staple of the Mango, where when he does all the drifts, he can't spill any of the water. There's a nice vinyl sticker here to represent the dash. And let's take a good look at the door opening mechanisms. So you can see the door hinges here, which help open and close it. Really sturdy, so that's actually a good thing. And in order to close it, you kind of just gotta hook it into place, like that. Moving to the trunk of the car, the trunk does open up fully, and here you can actually see the Tofu. And it just kind of removes itself, doesn't actually really sit on anything, but this is actually mounted to the trunk of the car. Another cool feature it has active suspension. So you can see the springs, you can actually pop the car up and down. And you can see all the entire gearing inside here. And at the other side, this door does the exact same thing. Get a good look at the hinges. And yeah, that is pretty much it with, again, everything taken off.
Okay, let's take a deeper look at the Tofu shop itself. Just like the Treno car, we have a lot of clear stickers as a banner for the Tofu shop from the front and the side. Alright, those stickers were fairly easy to put on, especially consider how big they were. We've got the front of the shop, Tofu stand on the outside, these windows that do open and close. The side, more windows that open. Not too much to talk about in terms of the building itself. It's very standard, very rectangular prism kind of building. This would be, I believe, where the mini Trino would be if we got that as part of the kit. But for now, it just holds the 25th anniversary stand, as well as a ladder and I believe some wood planks. From this side, a little more things to look at. We've got a tree. We have a light pole, and as well as some piping for the inside of the shop. Speaking of the inside of the shop, the wonderful thing about this piece is it is a modular building. Alright, so we do have the roof that comes off relatively easily. For us to take a look at the second floor, living space in terms of a bedroom. We have a common area, looks like a table for you to kind of sit around, bookshelf, a door that does open up for you to get to the stairs that go downstairs. So this bit comes off as well for us to take a look at the main floor. The stairs that we were talking about to get to the main floor looks like a living room. So you've got a TV, you've got a table, a shelf with some china that is stickers that kind of resemble what they're supposed to be, and then coming through the front over here comes into the main part of the shop. A lot of machinery and equipment, relatively a lot more detailed than I thought it would be, so that was very nice to put together. A couple of tofu stands, calendar, which is a sticker. We've got some more stickers all around here. That I believe is a fridge. You've got, I believe, that's a sink, and the storefront where you can open the windows this way. The other fascinating thing about this building is not only is it a modular building, but if you do put everything back together, there is another way for you to take a look at what is inside the building. Now this, technical difficulties, give me 1 second. Pops back fairly easily. And the roof. Aside from taking apart the different levels, these actually open up as well for you to take a look on the inside. Very sturdy when put together. These hinges do a very good job of allowing it to open for another kind of viewing. So that is really neat. Aside from that, this is a very rectangular building, like I said, pretty standard. Not too much going on aside from the immense detail on the inside. So let's get back to the review.
And we're back. We're finally finished building our kits, and mine took about 3.5 hours to build.
6.5 for me.
6.5.
Yeah.
So this is what your longest Cada building, I guess?
Well, considering the other two that I've built were significantly smaller.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
This is a full Mills plate alone,
Yes.
so yeah.
And I enjoyed every minute of the 6.5 hours.
All right,
No,
so...
no sarcasm. I meant it.
Oh, well, I personally love the build on this thing. So let's just get into my likes and dislikes of this. First things first. Again, I have no complaints with this. I love building this. I love every part of it. Love the fact that little initial D plaque, they didn't have to do it. Oh yeah, yours will have one too, the 25th anniversary one. Mm-hmm. Again, it's clean. It's like, as a car, like a person who loves cars or even and loves building, and this is a combination of the two. Again, a little added bonus is that it did come with 2 extra baggies for if you want to change the color. I think black top or, yeah, but why would you do that? Because
Original is better.
the original is better.
Yep.
Unless you actually had one of these, which you want to make it more customizable, yeah, do what you want. But as someone who just loves the original aesthetic, I wouldn't change a thing. So, again, so much attention to detail of this. Again, it has the little glass of water The back of it has the racks of tofu with these little 1x1 tile pieces to signify each individual tofu square. And again, full active rear suspension. These are things they did not have to do, but they did it. But it does make sense for those if you actually want to put the remote control system on there.
Yep.
So I personally did not pick that up. But for those who did, let me know in the comments how if it just adds that much more to it. Because just as a display piece, just like the Camaro behind us right there, again, it just stands on its own. Few of my dislikes, however, are that I go into the pop-up headlights. It has a little bit of gearing issue in it. So I'm just gonna, may as well say it right now. The hood doesn't really stay on that well. It might just be me, but the fact how it's clipped in is not the best way of doing it. The Camaro, I would say, did a little bit better. And it clips on the sides instead of clips onto the middle. Don't know if it was a design choice or an aesthetic choice, but every single time I try to put it back, it's just a pain to put it back together. So going back to the flip-up headlight issue, or the pop-up headlights, is that the gearing in here relies on a rubber band system that kind of keeps it tight, and putting the rubber band on in itself is that it doesn't actually stay. So putting the headlights up or down, you kind of have to do it like this, and it kind of falls apart when I try doing it. So that's why I just kind of leave it down. Or if you want to display it up, just leave it up. Again, that's just a small minor detail in this amazing build. And you can see in also close-ups, it does such a great job of just removing all the studs. Like any kind of studs popping up. This entire thing has 6 studs that are showing this entire build. And you can't complain about that. It's just that good. Like, again, the more I can keep looking at it, the fact it has a manual tranny or at least a little shifter, and of like not only a functioning e-brake but a e-brake handle that goes up and down with retractable seats. What else can I say? Yeah,
Wonderful piece.
Wonderful piece.
Another masterpiece from Cada.
Yeah, again, this is my first time building a Cada build, and if this is what you go through each time, then
Pretty good.
yeah,
Pretty good.
I would like to say, comparing it to the other Lego pieces, the Camaro that I built, I would say this has a slightly more attention to detail because it's more of an enthusiast build than I would say a mass-produced build.
Fair.
Because looking even like with the hood popped open, there's actually a lot more detail in the engine, and again, suspension, man, first time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cada makes great builds.
Yeah, love it. Well, I can't say anything else. Just love it.
Good. The Tofu shop is no different as well, right? Like I mentioned before, this is my 3rd Cada building.
Yeah.
The first one being the Cada Bucks. The second being the cafe, the Japanese style cafe.
This is actually would be your first modular building then, right?
This is my first modular building.
Yeah, because the log cabin doesn't really count as a modular building.
The top comes off for you to be able to see the inside.
Yeah, but it has no back. Is that a real building?
Correct.
Huh.
Correct. This one, I guess, would be my first modular building. This does come apart. The piece goes together extremely well. Just like the Trino, the only 2 studs are at the back here, and you can't really tell where it is anywhere.
Yeah, when we put it into a city, you won't even see it anyway.
Exactly. Yeah. Everything else is covered up with flat tiles. It's great. Oh, actually, there's 2 more here, I guess.
But that's not part of the building.
That's fine.
Yeah.
This building still together comes very, very well together. It is, in terms of a building, on the outside, very simple. Mm-hmm. Just like a lot of the residential Japanese buildings, they are just kind of square and rectangular. And this really incorporates that feel.
Yeah.
2 issues I had with this building. One I've mentioned before in previous builds, whether it be Cada or third parties, and I think you've mentioned it for some of the Lego builds, is the sequencing of some of the things put together.
Yes.
Right? This piece here is extremely, extremely delicate. Now that it's put together, it's fine. But putting this together, it's broken more times than I'd like to admit. And I've actually lost a piece because it's exploded before. What happens is the instruction manual will tell you to put these brown pieces together first, straight up, and then it will tell you to put the things that stick out on the side afterwards. This is a round piece. These small pieces over here are flat. So that means there's a specific angle you've got to stab it in, or else it will slip out of your hands, it'll break, it'll explode. And it gets worse when you have more details up at the top. I think Well, I think it would have been a lot easier if you just had me put these stabby pieces into a piece first.
You would assume you'd learn after the first one to take it all apart and put it all.
See, the instructions weren't even far apart, so I ended up doing it anyways. You'll see in the video, after it's exploded a couple times, I flipped over a couple pages, put all these together, and then, stacked it like Tetris.
Again, it's just, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results.
I can't seem to figure out why they wouldn't do that in the first place. But that's also a reason why I'm not one of the developers. I'm just one of the builders. And it's not only a Cada build. Right? I've mentioned before in previous builds, you might have a wall that's been put up first, and then they want you to put things on top. Why couldn't, while the wall is movable, and I can just have it flat on the ground, put everything on, and then stack up the wall itself?
We'll leave that to the developers. How about that?
If
Again, take a smarter man than us to figure that one out.
If somebody knows, let me know. And if I disagree, I disagree. From a building standpoint, this looks aesthetically pleasing. It sucks to put together. I'm not a delicate or gentle person, and this blew up more times than I like to admit. The second small issue I had was the top of this roof over here. Aside from these moving pieces, this building actually does stick together very well. The top little bit over here, okay? The inside of this is hollow, right? You've got the 4 walls that go on the outside. You have a studded 6x10, 6x12 piece, 4 kind of tiles that go across. The 2 tiles that go over here, very, very easy to put on because it's supported by 3 walls. The tiles in the middle, not so much because it's only supported by these 2. To make this piece look very good, like I mentioned before, they have these flat pieces on top. When you put these 2 rows, very good. Again, you've got 3 corners, 3 walls to support it. These 2 rows in the middle, if you have a close-up with a camera, you'll notice they're not really all the way in.
Yeah.
Because what ends up happening is when I try to push too hard, case in point, I've kind of dented this in. I push a little harder, it feels like I'm going to Hulk through and break the top because there's nothing supporting. The bottom studded pieces flex when I try to push a little harder.
I'm just saying, because you give such high praise to Cada, they wouldn't put a single supporting piece. Yeah.
Or maybe whoever is putting this together, the 6 to 8 year olds, they're a lot more gentle than me. All right. So aside from that, though, this piece is very, very good. This piece, you've got some certain pieces that will open up, or like the back of the log cabin where it opens up and you can see the inside. This is no different. This will open up, and this will open up, and you'll be able to see the inside. Lots of detail on the inside. Our close-ups kind of go over different rooms. And the small details that they have. One thing I think Cada could have done, I wouldn't even say better, a little different, and I can't believe I'm saying this, is this piece may be improved with lighting.
Coming from you, that's a pretty big statement.
Well, okay. The Cada lighting, they do a very efficient job of making it simple enough, but still
that
effective.
you can even you can understand.
Exactly. Certain other buildings, not so much, and they might not even work. But if you have it opened up like this, depending on where the camera, where
you have the building situated,
depending on where the light goes in, it might be very dark.
Well, even on screen, you can't see anything.
Exactly. One way to combat this that Cada has done very effectively is I can just take the top off. Look, lots of light, and the best kind of light, natural light. And like I said, these pieces go together extremely well, and these come off extremely easily. So now there's lots of light, wonderful. Could it have benefited with an actual light piece? Possibly. Could it have run into certain issues? I think so. That might be one of the reasons why lighting wasn't available.
Well, the biggest thing you mentioned in the last video was that those contact pads did not work.
Exactly.
Well, at least on your side.
Exactly. Well, we wouldn't know from Bulk's side. He didn't bother doing it.
Oh, that's true.
Lucky man. But yeah, because this is a modular building, I was able to take off the roof and take off the second floor. If the lighting was put in and they were connected by wires, I technically wouldn't be able to take off the second floor.
Yes.
Or if they went the same route as the contact patches, it might not work. Maybe I couldn't get to work.
Yeah.
But I can't be the only person that's too stupid to get to work. Just in case there were other people like me and they don't want to take away from the quality of the Cada builds, they didn't put on lighting as well.
Yeah.
So they made the executive decision for that. I commend them for that. This build still goes together extremely well. Comes back together extremely well. Like even the small details actually on this this first floor here. These are slanted pieces, and slanted pieces here as well. So that means when this closes together from the outside, you can't really tell.
It's flush.
It's flush. It's seamless. Quality with a capital Q. So yeah, in terms of builds, if I had to make a recommendation for a lengthier build,
Yeah.
this is definitely one for the books.
That's all coming from a novice builder as well,
Yeah.
right?
6.5 hours. It took a lot longer than the other Cada builds. Like I mentioned, the 2 other ones I had were pretty simple builds, but I enjoyed it. Especially coming from
See where it
somebody.
lines up.
There we go. Especially from somebody who enjoyed the anime, the series. Like you said, somebody who enjoys cars as well. There's attention to detail. It was great. Only thing missing from here, you'll notice a big flat space, is a mini Trino. Because in the box, like I mentioned at the beginning, it's an option that you had to purchase, which I didn't know. So if I did, I would have made it full. But instead, we'll just pretend like it zoomed in and pop, over here.
Going back to the boxes, man. Like normally we destroy, like we get rid of the boxes, but no, not these ones.
We're keeping them.
We're keeping those ones.
The boxes that came in, and then the sub boxes where the individual pieces they have the artwork as well. Very good, very good. This is extremely high quality. I'm liking more and more of these Cada builds. I haven't had a bad time with them yet.
Yeah. Again, you'll also notice in this video we're actually doing the separated builds this time because we had no idea how long that would take or this would take. So the last thing I wanted to be doing is, no offense, sitting around for another 3 hours of...
Makes sense. And we wanted to try something different as well in terms of how to produce these videos and all that. So we have, 2 separate places for us to build. Doesn't always have to be elbow to elbow.
Yeah.
I think it turned out extremely well.
Yeah. Well, again, these are amazing pieces. Again, if you as a collector, car enthusiast, or even just initial D enthusiast, must buy. It's like 100%. You need to own. Like you have to own these.
Yeah. If I ever have to make a recommendation, like I said, these 2.
Yeah.
Definitely, as of right now, I haven't built too many. Yeah. But all the ones I have built, these 2 would be my first recommendations. This is simple yet effective.
Oh, that just wraps about everything. Anything you need to say?
Nope. That's it for our initial D build. As always, if you enjoy our content, comment, like, subscribe.
Yeah, don't forget that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell notification for updates.
Also follow us on our social medias. We have Instagram, we have TikTok, we have Facebook. Those are up and running, as well as our website.
Yes, our website, conquestlayer.com. For some reason, we can't post our link on the website for some reason. Don't ask me that. Don't.
Yeah,
YouTube out. We're working on it. It'll be up, but we'll have a little banner at the bottom right there.
Name is simple enough.
Yes.
Right.
Conquest Layer.
On all social medias, on the website as well. If you like custom printed shirts, if you like some of the builds that we have, and we're able to put them online for you to enjoy them as well, that's exactly where you can find them.
Also coming down the pipeline, we have something else different as well. Because for those who know me outside, I do collect
everything.
A metric F ton of everything. There's no sugarcoating it.
Yep.
And we will be actually still launching a new channel. It will be Conquest Collectibles. Again, the brand is Conquest and Collectibles. So, yeah.
Yep.
So, look out for that. If you do like our reviews and our videos, we will be a little bit of foreshadowing.
A little bit of hint.
A little bit of foreshadowing.
Content to expect.
Yes.
I'm excited for those.
We'll be start showcasing a lot of the stuff that I've picked up over the years of collecting.
Collecting dust is what it's been doing. You didn't know I was gonna say that. Oh, I pat myself on the back.
Yeah. Golf club. I'll give you the golf clap on that one.
Well, now we can finally show it to light.
Yes.
Bring it to light.
Yep.
Shook. Absolutely shook.
That hurt me right here. Wow. All right. Fine.
I think that's a good place to end it.
Yes.
Catch us on the new channel. Catch us on future videos.
Yep. Until then, I'm Sulk.
He's Hulk. I'm laughing.
All right, and have fun building, y'all.
Have fun breaking your heart.
Laters.